Well, London News live. Well, at least I think I am. Great to be home. And I will never ever whinge about Australia again. I'll give you some updates on what's happening over in the UK and in Ireland and what's going to happen here with the Common Law Court in Australia, the backing, and something else we can look forward to, a little bit of support from a very large organization, I hope. I'm in communication, but let's not count our chickens till they lay some eggs. Looking forward to getting everybody together in the next few weeks. Get all the deputies together. We've got some big plans, and we've been talking to the girls from the office. Lots of things are going to happen. We do have some backing. It's very, very hush-hush at the moment because, we're depending on people, and when you're depending on people, you just really can't start counting the pennies till they actually start producing. Anyway, just waffle. Now, what's happened in the UK? I went to a magistrate's court in Kidderminster and was quite interesting. Security was the same as here. You had to go through all the usual things to get in. I don't know why, because there was nobody in the courts other than one or two of the guests, if you like, or victims, whatever you want to put. But in all fairness, their court case was run pretty good. It wasn't a magistrate in this particular court. It was a judge. Now, there was a guy up for assault on police at a hospital. Is a mental case. He had a lot of problems, but he had very little, no convictions, in fact. But he didn't turn up for court, so he got arrested. So they put him in the glass case, which we have here also. But anyway, the magistrate, oh, by the way, the prosecution was present in the court, but the defense lawyer was on camera. Now, I don't know how lawful that is. I don't know, but anyway, they did it. And what I found remarkable, the magistrate says now they realize the charges are very serious. You do have two options, which they don't have here. You can have this heard at a magistrate's court here in this court, or you can have it heard by the Crown Court before a jury of your peers. Now, the guy said, oh no, I'll settle for a magistrate. But the most important thing was he had a choice. There is no choice here because we're a total private corporation, total company, and there is no winning. So that was interesting to see. The British still have the proper emblem up on their court, and they have a choice of jury or magistrate. Jet lag hasn't been kind to me. I'm trying to catch up. Well, I think about 85% of the brain's working again. It does knock you back. It's a long journey to the UK and back, a long journey, especially from Doha to here. It's what 13, 14 hours, something. It really is hard. But anyway, we're going to carry on. We've got lots of court cases coming up, lots of things to do, and lots of people to help. I've got some clips to show you from overseas sheriffs, what's happening. And we are in touch with some American sheriffs. We hope to hear back from them soon. We're going to get a little bit of support from them, or at least they promised that at the moment in conversation. That's going to be interesting. So have a look at these clips as well. But keep in mind, carry on. By the way, just carry on what you're doing, because if you're fighting, at least you're doing something, even if you're wasting your time in one sense, because overall, we're all wasting the time up against these criminals, yet to be convicted politicians. They are the enemy of the people, the media. You think about it, there's a handful of politicians and the media may give them voice. Without the media, so they're the people we should be protesting against, these galars, mate. They're destroying our lives. But our wonderful Labour Party is owned and controlled, and in my personal opinion, I got to be careful what I say, is owned by the Democrats. And when the Democrats wave goodbye to power, please God, in 2024, if things will change here as well. But in the meantime, we just hang in there, support common law, support each other in everything you're doing, and don't give up the fight for our liberty. And of course, liberty includes freedom. So forget the word liberty itself or freedom itself. It's a waste of time. Have a look at these clips, guys. Keep up the good work. Support the common laws. Remember that movie James Gardner played, Support Your Local Sheriff? Well, yeah, it goes back that far. The sheriff does, and the law. And we are, as people, men and women of this country, we are the law. And we will support our local police force, and they will support us. And that is the intention. They're not interested in creating divisions and fights between police and sheriffs. We're all on the same side. So let's look at it like that. I don't want to see any divisions and fighting, oh, there and them and us. It's we, the men and women and persons of this country, that need to stand up. So look at the law, keep it in mind, and behave yourselves, do your best, and support us. Because without each other, well, we're nothing. From Steve Manning, he's going to come across and explain the meaning of life. Now, I'm not spiritual. I never was spiritual. Well, after listening to this man's explanation of life, I was, putting it simply, gobsmacked. I was just taken over. It was just what he explained about God, man and woman, and the way he explains it really mesmerized us. He's going to come on and he's going to explain exactly what he did to me that back time in County Mayo, down on the farm in Ireland. Fantastic man. Really been fighting the system, wasting his time in one sense, but his ideas on spirituality is really overwhelming. Looking forward to seeing him and you guys again. Bye for now.
This is temporary for about 2 months. They're remodeling our old office into a newer facility.
So they've got you cramped in here, huh?
Yeah.
From his tiny basement office, Bob Songer is making a big mess of things.
You want to introduce me?
Oh yeah, this is Deputy Bones here. Let me get him in full uniform. So it's kind of cool.
I see he's armed.
Yes. Yeah, all good deputies would be armed.
Uh-huh.
He's the sheriff of Klickitat County in southern Washington, and he's refusing to enforce a new gun control law, approved last fall by voters across the state, because he says it's unconstitutional.
Local law enforcement now fighting back in some cases.
His stance has made him a star on the right.
It's now. Sheriff, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
The new law, 1639, raises the age to purchase a semi-automatic rifle to 21, expands background checks, and adds new rules for the safe storage of firearms. Some of its provisions went into effect on January 1st. The rest start in July.
On a good day, maybe 31.
It'd be one thing if Songer was acting alone. But across the country, non-compliance has become the go-to response to gun control, with more than 100 counties across at least 7 states declaring themselves sanctuaries for gun rights. In Washington, more than 20 sheriffs are following Songer's lead.
Taking rounds?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
Good to see you. Well, I really appreciate you doing what you're doing there in the fight for us. I really think that's great.
You bet.
Stepping up and doing the right thing. So
You don't mind him putting the county on the map, putting you guys out there?
not at all.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I appreciate it.
Well,
He's
thank
doing the
you.
right thing, and I really feel that way.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Scott.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What gives you the right to decide what laws you want to, enforce and which ones you don't? I mean, you're a sheriff, but you have a responsibility to uphold the law, don't you?
Well, you do if the law is legal. If it's an illegal law, why would you enforce something that you believe in your heart is an illegal law? Even if it was a legal law, you have discretionary power. You're not required to make an arrest. And as sheriff, as an elected, only law enforcement official in the entire country that's elected by the people. The distinction to me is if it affects the Constitution.
In your interpretation.
Yeah, absolutely, in my opinion. And I fully realize that the governor and the attorney general has a different opinion.
They do not like your opinion.
I know they don't, and I don't like theirs.
Well, thanks for watching the videos, guys. Please support the Common Law Court. Get yourselves an ID. Stop being a person. Get out from underneath the yoke of the deceased estates, and support the Common Law Court. And remember, possession is 9/10 of the law. Get yourself a common law, a certificate of title for your house, and remove your car from Vic Roads or the authority that owns it. Get a certificate of ownership, which is a master deed from the Common Law Court. Just send your details in. Look on the website. It's all at the back, information at the back of this video as well. I think I'm at the back now anyway. But anyway, support the Common Law Court. And by doing so, you are freeing yourself and giving yourself liberty in this land of occupation by the criminals. I remember when I was years ago, when I came to Australia first, there was rumors around they're going to put all the good people in jail to protect them from the bad, and by God, it's come into vogue. Bye for now.